Hello, welcome to Check It Out with Rich. About half the time we move the camper, I forget to turn the cameras on. So I gotta get out, walk around, open the door, drop the steps, hit the button, bring the steps up, close the door, jump in the truck and go. So what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna run some wires over to the Nautilus panel and I'm gonna put a switch in over there. Now, in order to do this, you need three-way switches, which is an on-on switch. I couldn't find the on-on switch for the Mini here, but eTrailer did have a Mini on-off-on switch. It will work. It's by JR Products. I looked on their site. They didn't have a single pole. They had a double pole there, but this will work until I find one. And then I got another one from JR Products, which is your standard size. Now this one will go on the Nautilus panel. So all right, let's get this opened up. And I have pull strings in here. I got pull strings all over the place, but I got a pull string here that goes down close to the Nautilus panel. So we will hook our wires up to it. And you need 3 wires for this, so I'm just gonna pull 4. Last time I opened this up, it was full of dog food from a mouse we had. I think, if I remember correctly, Becky dropped an F-bomb on that one. Alright, we just need to figure out which string goes where. Because like I said, I have strings that go down, I got strings that go up. What's this one? And then we have, all right, this is the up, and there's 2 down. I have one string goes to the Nautilus panel, the other one goes down here. I put some switches in. So let me see which one's which. Okay, I figured out which string it is. Of course, when you pull one, leave one. But I'm going to have to make 2 pulls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this down there with the string. I'm going to cut the wire up here, take the spool down the other end, and pull that wire back through with this string, and I'm going to leave another string with it. So let me get my assistant to help me pull this, and we'll get these wires ran. Okay, we got that wire ran. Now I'm going to take the spool, hook up to the string here by the Nautilus panel. So I'll hook the wire up and another string, and we'll pull that up, and then we'll get the switches in and get everything wired up. Okay, we're all hooked up on the other end. Another thing I did was the first wire I pulled, I wrapped some green tape around both ends. That way I'll know which is which, because you got to know which one's your power, which one's your load going out to the cameras, and then you have 2 travelers going between the 2 switches. So you got to make sure you know which wire is which. So let's get this pulled. All right, we're good. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It got hung up. Trying to keep the wires up, and the one spot I was pushing through, it got hung up on some other wires. So I just needed a minor adjustment. And then get this unhooked. Get this out of here. And this will give me a pull string for next time, which I'm kind of positive there's going to be a next time for something. Okay, then this pull string I'm going to tie off up here so we don't lose it, and then I'll also tie off down by the Nautilus panel. And then we have one for next time. Okay, let's go out and we'll get the switch out there hooked up, and then we'll come in and get this all hooked up, and we'll be good to go. Okay, here's my wires here I pulled. I always leave extra on both ends. I think I mentioned this before. It's a lot easier to cut a wire than to try to stretch it. Looks like I'm going to have to buy some more wire. I think this is my second spool. I will put a link to everything down in the descriptions. Okay, Nautilus Panel has a knockout that's already here for the switch. So we're going to feed, I'm going to feed the wires through here, then we'll hook the switch up. Okay, here's a switch. And then we're just going to splice these up. Now what I'm going to do is the first one I pulled, the one with the green tape on it, I'm going to have my power coming down to here. I grabbed the wrong connectors. Okay, I grabbed the right connectors this time. These switches will either have quarter-inch blades on them. What are we at there? There, or like a 3/16. So it's good to have both. Okay, then this will go on the center. And then this wire, the second one I pulled, I'm going to use as the travelers. Okay, so we're going to have the red on the top, and then black on the bottom. Push these through, and that's it. Alright, let's go inside and we'll get those hooked up. Okay, next thing we want to do is we want to get this switch out of here. There's not a lot of room to do it. I just got to be careful and I got one side. It's being difficult. Okay, that was actually a lot more difficult than it should have been. Okay, and then this, let me get this pull string out of here. Now this will be the power out to the cameras. Should have left that in there actually. Okay. See what type of terminals we have on the back of the switch. Alright, these are the 3/16. They're a lot smaller. You can see the difference in them. Okay, and then this will go on to the center post of the switch. And then get the two wires here hooked up to the switch. Let's get rid of this one. Okay, this is the main power going in. That'll be the last one we hook up. Turn the light on. I don't think I need this anymore. Okay, so let's get this wire down through here. Alright, strip these back. Up a little bit. I think what I might do, I might see if I can find an instrument panel light, indicator light, I don't know what you call it, and mount it on its panel somewhere so I'd be able to tell when the power is off or on. I'm sure I can find something to hook up there. Make sure when you put these on, you don't have any strands of the wire coming out. Okay. When I get this all done, the only way for me to know if it's in the off position is either jump in the truck, turn the monitor on, and see if the cameras come on, or put a meter on here to see. Okay, so this is my power, so I'm going to use a Wago connector. Like I said before, with these Wagos, I always put the hot wire on the logo. I'm bleeding somewhere again. So let's do this one first. Okay, that's the hot wire. Pull this back. Remember, we're not using the ground on this wire that had the green tape on it. And that is it. We should have power. I'm going to run out to the truck and turn the monitor on to find out which position the switch has to be in for power. So let me just tape this up. Okay. So that is everything. All right, let me go out to the truck and look and see what position are we in here. Down. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, we have success. Cameras worked. I tried the outside switch. When I went out to the truck, the cameras were already on. So I turned that switch off, checked the monitor, cameras were off. I come in, click this in the up position, went back out, cameras were on. So we're all good. The only thing you have to remember with this on, off, on switch, if you put it in the center position, nothing's going to work. You just killed the power. And then down would be in the off position. I think I am going to see if I can get a indicator light. There's really no room to put it here, but maybe I can throw it in. Yeah, I could throw it in over here. I'll look on Amazon tonight to see. Then I could just tap into the wire going out to the cameras, which is this one. And then whenever power's on from either switch, this light will light up. I might see if I can get a light out there also, just so I know. I might have to run another wire, but alright, so before you put this thing together, look around, make sure nothing come off. There's a lot going on here. My awning plug came off. I don't like the way these hook up, but it is what it is. So they are both on. Everything else looks good. Alright, so let's get this spaghetti back in the pot. So make sure you don't pinch anything, make sure everything's up. I know there's a lot of wires here. You know what, here's one from the manufacturer that they have the wires, I don't know if you can see it, but they have the wires folded back. There's a few strands not in all the way. So let's get that taken care of. Okay, that's better. Alright, let's get everything back in here. Another 2 inches here deeper would have been a little bit nicer, but it'll work. Get some screws in. I can't tell you how many times I've had this panel out. It's been quite a few. Okay, that's it. So now when I forget to turn the camera on, I won't have to come all the way in here. I can just open up the Nautilus hatch, hit the button, we're good to go. I'm going to look on Amazon tonight to see if I can find some type of indicator light to put on here. I don't want nothing real bright. Like the water has here is good. I'm sure I can find something. So this wasn't too bad of a job. Pretty much anybody can do it. Hardest part is if you don't have a pull string, if you haven't already done it, it'd be a little more difficult. You'd have to fish something down through there. So, all right, so once again, thanks for checking it out. We'll see you all next time. Bye.